401ks
Yep.
now allowing Bitcoin investments. It was signed off yesterday, relative to the day we're talking, by President Trump. So what does
hmm
this mean? Sounds like quite a big deal to me.
Yeah, so till now, there have been only certain avenues that Americans have been able to invest in Bitcoin. I mean, you've been able to buy it directly for a long, long time, but through some of your more traditional vehicles like retirement savings and the like, it has been much more restricted. They've got quite a complex array of different retirement products and the like in the US compared to New Zealand, pretty much mainly having KiwiSaver, NZ Super, which is quite a structurally simple thing that you're not actually contributing to, whereas they've got a lot of different kind of variations and products and tax advantages and tax disadvantages, etc. It's all quite sophisticated. But the 401ks are they're not a perfect comparison to KiwiSaver, but they're kind of the closest that the US has to KiwiSaver. And yes, until now, there's been a restriction around what could go into those types of accounts, which was excluding crypto and Bitcoin investments. So it will be interesting to see as some of the different providers of those 401k options, a lot of your very large players out there, how many will allow it, because it's just, it's one thing to be allowed from a regulation point of view. It's another for each individual provider to decide to make it available. They're not necessarily the same thing, but I think, that looks like probably a next, wave of demand. It's the sort of thing that starts with drips and drabs. So you get some 401k providers, which probably actually will be a decent chunk of them now that there's quite an established demand and obvious demand for Bitcoin in the US. But I think in terms of New Zealand and other countries, we're still actually quite far behind the US, a lot of countries, on what's going on and what's possible. So I think it's a
Yeah.
time thing. It becomes more normalized. There's more history. In traditional finance, history is quite a sought after thing.